Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Whoa, no, that's a Rough Riders roll. DMX died. R.I.P. DMX, one of the greatest to ever do it. His music was the definitive soundtrack of probably my junior, senior years of college. Man, sucks that he died today. I wish I could play DMX music in the background of this entire stream, but then they would take my stream down because I would be violating some sort of copyright laws. Man, sucks. Rough Riders. I have a Rough Rider t-shirt somewhere. I ordered one or something. Oh no, I need to find that. What's up, everybody? It is Friday, April 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for coming to hang out. Do you guys know what DMX stands for? Anyone? Should I say it or should I give you guys a chance? Anybody? Yeah, I know MF Doom died too. Somebody else said, crazy, man. Crazy. Dark Man X. That's right. You got it. Dark Man X. DMX. Probably the most energetic rapper. Man, guy's a legend. Do you remember, I think it was the early 2000s, there was this debate. It's kind of funny when you think back about it. Like, who is going to be bigger, Jay-Z or DMX? Obviously, Jay-Z was going to be the bigger rapper there. But there was a time when people really thought that DMX was going to be a bigger rapper than Jay-Z because he was that huge at the time. He was bigger than Jay-Z back then. Anyways, what's up, everybody? What's going on with the market? Nothing. Nothing's going on. Had some drops. Had some things go up. I can't see any particular reason to be trading Bitcoin aggressively at the moment. Just kind of chopping it up. See what happens on the weekend, I guess. But very hard to determine. I don't know. I was in a funny mood today. Decided I just wanted to trigger people on Twitter. I said that golf is a game and not a sport. I mocked people who ride Pelotons, including myself. Threw some grenades, walked out of the room. Golf is not a sport. Sorry to tell you guys. It's a game. And that's not an insult to golf. I love golf. I played on my high school golf team. I was a very good golfer. But if you can do it better drunk than sober, it's a game, not a sport. Bowling, pool, right? If you can feel yourself actively gaining weight while you're doing an activity, like while you're drinking and eating the whole time, riding around in your golf cart, it's a game. It's not a sport. It's not a sport. I stick to that. We can debate it. But John Daly, you ever seen that guy? If you can smoke a cigarette while doing this activity well, not a sport. Someone was like, well, then tennis isn't a sport. I was like, try playing tennis drunk, dude. Yeah, we all know that your average person is better at golf when they're drinking. It's science. It's science. They've done studies on that at Oxford and Cambridge and other institutions of higher learning that do studies on important things like drinking and golf. My God, golf is a sport. Okay, yes, it requires skill to swing the club thing. Also requires skill to play Connect 4 well. That's not a sport, and you keep score. Oh my God, it's science. That's right. You can drink and drive legally. That's right. When you're doing that. Trading is also not a sport. Trading is also not a sport. No, it's not the same with baseball, but maybe for baseball pitchers in the 70s. But no, baseball players run and they have to hit, a ball that's moving. Okay, if you throw the ball at somebody, a golf ball at somebody, and they swing the club and they have to hit it, and then they have to make it to the green in less than 2 minutes while carrying their clubs with no cart, yes, it's sport. I mean, that's right. Donald Trump plays it. You think it's a sport? You ever seen that guy throw a baseball? It's not good. It's not good. Pitchers in the 70s, those guys could probably have a heroin needle in their arm with 3 cigarettes and throw a 70-mile-an-hour knuckleball and strike someone out. Golf and baseball are not exactly the same. You don't run in golf. Tell Ricky Henderson, who was stealing second every third time he went up to bat, that it's the same as golf. Or better yet, let's watch Phil Mickelson try to steal home. Tell it to Jackie Robinson. Not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. That is wrong. Yes, hold up. Wait, I'm a traders who be thinking we soft. We don't play. We go rock until the wheels come off. Fall off. Hold up. Wait, all the investors who be acting too bold, take a seat. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey, buy Bitcoin every day. Yes. See, I was shit posting today. My eye is not lazy. They're just got bags under them. But you're a dick. You're a dick. You know what? I think that you're funny, and I can't even ban you because you're on Periscope instead of YouTube. I don't have a lazy eye. I don't have a lazy eye. It's actually very active. It works very hard. But yes, I'm responding to this guy. He says I play golf with my lazy eye. You can use the Google machine for that. There's a SoundCloud around, whatever. This dude is crazy. No, I just tell you things how they are instead of how you want to hear them. He's an optometrist. He says I have a lazy eye for sure. I didn't know that the requirement to be an optometrist was to be a heaping bag of dicks. But you, my friend, qualify. Let's look at some charts. First, I have Bitcoin dominance because all people care about is what might happen with altcoins. As you know, Bitcoin dominance, bit of a meme to chart. All that matters is it's going down or it's going up. Also, looking at a chart of something that doesn't trade means that there's no real support and resistance or supply and demand because you don't have orders there, which is what causes those things. So yeah. And also, important note, people pretend when they chart Bitcoin dominance that what Bitcoin dominance is about to do tells you what altcoins are about to do. The fact is, altcoins cause Bitcoin dominance to go up and down. It's actually the opposite, right? Cause effect. Altcoins are doing well, it makes Bitcoin dominance go down. Kind of how it works. But either way, if you're into charting the thing, it is potentially breaking support here on the weekly. If this closes below, you would expect to continue to see it down, if this is your thing, to around 50, which means alt season, right? Also see a lot of people charting the total market cap with no Bitcoin. So this is the total market cap of just altcoins. And it's gone up. This was the last time I talked about it when it was breaking out, said it looked good. But the thing is, they're also adding like 1,700 altcoins every 3 minutes. I think that's also science. Like, do you see how many altcoins are launching on a daily basis? How can altcoin market cap not go up when you add millions of dollars in market cap every single day with new coins? So also to me, bit of a meme to look at this. Let's just look at Bitcoin, whatever. Let's look at Bitcoin. So, yeah, this pretty much went exactly as we said. We had this nice breakout, came back down to retest right into demand, held the 200, although it was below temporarily. It never stays below that 200 MA on the 4 hour very long in my experience. And now it's flipping the 50 MA back to support. Right? That's all this is right now, is retest as support. So I wouldn't say there's anything to be concerned about on Bitcoin right now in that regard. Let's look at these MAs on other time frames. I've never done this. I bet this is at like on the monthly, I bet the 50 MAs at like 10,000. 11,215. Wouldn't worry about testing that. Weekly, 23,000. Wouldn't worry about testing that until it comes way up here. And the next time we have a major correction, maybe if it drags it up, we'll see a retest. That's going to be a long time. Now, the daily, it gets interesting because it really travels above the 50 MA and does not test it too often, right? I mean, since last year in October, once, twice, 3 times we just did it, and almost again here. But I mean, this looks good, you know. See people talking about an inverse head and shoulders here. An inverse head and shoulders is not a continuation pattern. It's a reversal pattern, so it's not an inverse head and shoulders. What people often mistake an inverse head and shoulders for is a cup and handle, because this could, even though it's jagged, could be kind of a cup and handle. Regardless, though, there's that retest and move up. 12 hour above the 50 MA, 6 hour testing the 50 MA, 4 hour above the 50 MA. I don't know. I don't see anything to worry about at all on Bitcoin right now. Nothing. Probably have another like broadening descending wedge kind of thing going on here. Yeah. Right. So this should technically broadening descending wedge, although it's a boring pattern, is the highest hit rate of any pattern, according to the pattern site Bukowski. But who cares? The target of this is only like the recent highs, 60,000 or something. And you could drop all the way down here, go back up and be like, hey, successful. That's why it's such a successful pattern, because eventually if anything breaks up, it breaks out of the, and usually, returns to the highs. But regardless, maybe if you're looking to, that's not the line I wanted to delete. Maybe if you're looking to trade Bitcoin, you got to do it like this, though. It's hard when you have a lazy eye. But you have to go here. Maybe you say, hey, I'll wait till it breaks that. We already broke this one. So you could say, wait till it breaks that. But, I think we all know that only up is the way. Now, if you're looking for something for scalping, this is interesting because right at the bottom, as always, we had oversold bullish divergence. This time on the hourly, it was not there on the 4 hour, 6 hour, any of the higher time frames. So that's why I didn't really point it out as a reversal. Now we do have a bearish divergence, but that could be the whole drop from that. There's only the hourly chart. It's an hourly chart. If a div is on the hourly chart, you expect it to play out for a few hours. If it's on the 4 hour, a few of those candles. So the larger the time frame, obviously, the bigger the move. So, but this was, that local top. Now, if you're waiting for a signal to have it sort of canceled, maybe, this drops down here, price stays above here, you get a hidden bullish divergence and head up, but nothing too bad here. On Bitcoin, it's just boring. There's nothing happening. None of this is anything. This whole thing is just one big chop fest, right? And and really what's happening, we're ranging, And if you pull that range, look where it bounced, right? The EQ, equilibrium, 50% level of that trading range. Easy peasy, right? Trading in the top half of the range, support here should target the top, 62,000. Held support, should go to the top of the range. Then you determine whether it's going to visit the bottom or break out to the top. Coming back over to the chat right quick. See what you guys are talking about. Probably my eyes, usually. Sleeping is optional. Yeah, nobody sleeps. It's not a thing. Trying to see what's here. Boom, roasted. He likes me, even with my lazy eye. Dude, I know you're joking. And even if you weren't, who cares? Who cares? Somebody doesn't like my eyes. Guys got to get over what strangers who you don't know say about you on the internet. It's a real hard way to live your life, worrying about the opinions of people that don't know you. Also, kind of don't care about the opinions of people that do know me either. Because, I'm going to live my life, man, A game versus a competition is not a thing. It's a competition. Everything's, but anything can be a competition. Who cares? Right? Well, like I said, Connect 4 is a competition. Here's the bottom line. All sports are games, but not all games are sports. Does that make sense? The internet is too sensitive. It's not just the internet. It's everywhere. It's just that on the internet, you can say whatever you want with no fear of repercussion. This is something I've been thinking about. I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, but you've seen that seemingly every single person on crypto Twitter is going to Miami for the Bitcoin conference in June. Right? Correct? We've seen that. All these people that I see who have anonymous accounts are apparently going to Miami, and they've worked their whole Twitter career to remain anonymous and not be doxxed and be so secretive. And they're just going to go to Miami and have a pool party and be like, hey, what's up? I'm so-and-so avatar, and all dox themselves. And further, all the people that they've talked shit about, from behind their thing, are going to be there to beat them up. Seems bad. Seems bad. Seems like a bad idea, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm going to hire 10 NFL athlete dudes to roll around with me and just push people in the face. If I'm at a point. You have to everyone there is going and they all kind of know each other. So they're going to dox themselves. They're going to dox themselves. Everyone will be doxed. They will all be doxed. And I'm not kidding. I will be rolling with bigly security. Dude, everybody there is going to be doxed. You show your ID to get into the party. You have to put your name on the list. If you're going to go to a party, you're going to be doxed. If someone throws like a yacht party that everyone's trying to get into and you want to get on the guest list, you can't do it as crypto big boy or whatever the F name you have. We're talking about doing a party down there, actually. I might come out of DJ retirement for one night on a yacht. Charlie Shrem's, it was Charlie Shrem's idea. We might do that, but I have not DJed in a long time. Someone, no, you did not miss the Litecoin part because I don't even know if there's going to be one. It's crazy. Okay, guys, let's keep going. Charts, right. The dollar, everyone was real exuberant, still looks like shit. So listen, dollar down means stocks, metals, Bitcoin generally, even though it's somewhat detached, up. What I would love to see here from the dollar is this. Head and shoulders. Come back down here to these lows and lower. But I still don't, nothing has changed on my dollar perspective when you zoom out, which is that this is what the dollar monthly looks like. It was going to bounce here, of course. This is like the key area, but you know, channel that broke down from 2010, Great Recession. It's coming back down here, I think. Print it right to death. But this is an important note about the dollar, and this is something I talked to Raul Paul about, and he made it much more clear to me. That conversation is coming out this week. So dollar weakness as a function of printing and inflation is not necessarily reflected on the DXY chart, right? So you're looking at the DXY chart, but what is that? That's not the dollar in a vacuum. It's not you looking at the value of a dollar versus a good. It's you looking at the value of a dollar versus a basket of other currencies. So if everything is being printed and everything is being inflated, what you're looking at on the DXY is how well the dollar is doing relative to those other currencies. So if all fiat currencies are being printed into oblivion, but the dollar is doing slightly better, DXY will rise, right? So people are often like, oh, they're printing $5 trillion, DXY has to go down. That's not necessarily true, right? Because if they're also printing euros and yen, et cetera, then all the dollar has to do is be relatively stronger. So I think it's important that you keep that in mind. Lithium's launched. Yes, I am excited. I don't know if you guys follow Lithium or anything about it. I made a sizable investment in the company, not a pre-sale, not a coin, not anything. I invested in the company many, many months ago. And so I'm very excited. They will be launching their wealth management solutions. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. I just said that with a lisp. It's going to be awesome. You guys want to look at Ethereum? Let's look at ETH. It's fine. I was bullish on Ethereum here. You guys have been following me. Bullish SFP breakout. Now it's consolidating. It's fine. Want to really get, well, now I could say, you could even say here, right? Above that is where you want to do this now. You want to trade it up here or wait till it does one of these and catch it, on the flag. That looks great. And I mean, some of these other large caps, dinosaurs still look pretty good. I mean, Ethereum USD, this is, I think, going to 3,600. And this is bull flagging again. Note, you can use patterns on indicators to tell you when something's going to break up. Look, this broke out on the 29th of March. Price broke out on the 31st. It told you 2 days in advance that we were going to see a breakout. But now it appears this has a little bull flag vibe going on. It's not going to be exact, but get the idea. I think ETH is going to outperform dramatically. And I think Litecoin might even outperform that. Kind of looks like it's losing support here on the Bitcoin pair, but it looks a lot like ETH did there on the USD pair. That still says that. But look at that double retest. Boom, boom. And this breakout, even with this conservative flagpole, I think Litecoin looks like 347. Be cool if it was a 357 Magnum. Also the name for a large condom, a Magnum. Yo. What's up? This guy said that's aggressive, but I could see it. Also, I don't know if it's your like life portfolio or just your crypto portfolio or whatever, but I could see a portfolio being 43%. Almost every like bigger investor I've talked to now, I had David Mercer, the CEO of LMAX, on a live stream. He said that basically what they're seeing across the board is 80% Bitcoin, 20% ETH. So now, if you don't own any Bitcoin in your 43% ETH, I would say that might be questionable. That's not true. It's not a shitcoin. It's actually a earth-shattering platform that the future of, yeah. Can you do Chainlink? He called me a hero, so I will look at Chainlink real quick. By the way, I did a video just the other day. It's on YouTube of like wrong button. Top 10 coins by market cap. So they're all there. Yeah, Link kind of looks exactly like Litecoin there. Nice breakout of that. At this point, I would want to be above that high, I think. That's the USD. So maybe trade it above $37 because then it's clear blue skies. That's it. Bitcoin pair is, I don't know. It's a nice breakout, retest. But you want to hold this. And that's a double rejection. I don't know. I'm sure Link will be fine. It's always fine. Ripple's rippling. Look at that. Back over $1.02. Because everyone thinks that the SEC is going to lose their case against Ripple. And there's no reason to believe that. I'm not saying they won't. I hope Ripple wins. Because I don't want to see the cascade effects of everything being called a security. But what happened, if you read the actual news, is that a judge said that Ripple would have access to basically the SEC's documentation and why they were potentially calling it a security, which gives Ripple a bit of inside information on the case and a better chance to defend themselves. So what does crypto Twitter do and crypto media, which is so whack a lot of the time? They said, Ripple's going to win the case. It's over. Shit, stupid. Not the case. But this chart looks great. And I think I just read today that open interest on Ripple was like $1.2 billion. It's huge. There's real volume. I mean, look at this. This is on Finex. I don't even know why I have that, but this is weekly. Like there's a lot of volume on the Ripples. And this looks like a bull pennant, right? Man, I don't know. Some kind of bull pennant above support, consolidating above support. And we had this breakout, should be targeting up here. And by the way, I have no love for Ripple. I don't trade it, but I posted it in the newsletter right here as a trade. I said, I don't really care about Ripple. I don't know. But like, if you're a technical analyst and you like trading on charts, you buy Ripple here. That's 2x. Is what it is. Is what it is. I think XRP just settle and move on. No point in fighting it. I think the problem is that like, even if they settle, if they're deemed a security, it's so bad for the industry. So this case has to have clarification on whether it is considered a security or not. I didn't even see what revived ETH security. I don't even think I saw it. ETH as a security, that's not going to happen. That's been clarified. I just buy coins that have cool names. Honestly, that's probably a better strategy than most people. Did anyone else see my screen freeze? Did that happen? Just curious. Anyone else? Did my screen actually freeze? Bro, there's no sound. It's just your computer, man. It's just your computer. When ADA moon? I got ADA pulled up right here. Let's look at it. I don't know. I think ADA already did moon, to be honest with you. And I don't really know why. Charles Hoskinson's genius. He's awesome. He's great. But even he was like, bro, I have no idea why the price went up. It's probably like Mercury was in retrograde or something. ADA hasn't done anything. This is not a criticism. It's a great platform, whatever, but we're looking at it for years. People talk about it as an Ethereum killer and do they have anything built on it? I don't know. But if you are trading it on the, USDT pair, I mean, technically it's like that, but this is an ascending triangle. So if you like buying support, this is a good spot, but the real trade is here. You could buy it here. You could buy it here. You can release it if it's down here, but the real trade is here. And there's the target right there, $2.15. Like ADA had its run. And dude, I know a lot of normie people. They know what ADA is. That scares me. That's like Ripple in 2017. My friend's nanny, he didn't require a nanny. He's not like an adult in diapers or anything, but the nanny he has for his children came to him one day and like, I don't remember. It was like January 18 or December, whatever. And she was like, I just bought shares of the Ripples. No, shares of Ripples. Shares of Ripples. She was a nanny. Bought shares of Ripples because she saw how to do it on CNBC. That's the top, right? And so if I'm starting to hear about it from everyone, I don't want to buy that thing. We went to buy a car the other day. And the dude who was the finance guy, which kind of skeeved me out. He was like, I'm into crypto, blah, blah, blah. And he like had my Twitter account like pulled up on his phone when I was sitting in there. And he was like telling me about my like Ethereum target and stuff. And I was like, I don't want these people in my business. I'm like giving this dude my financial information or whatever. But this dude was like, I'm in Bitcoin and ADA. I was like, all right, bro, that's cool. That's cool. He was really nice. Honestly, the guy was awesome. We've been talking crypto since. It's fine. But at that moment, I was like, I don't know, man. ADA. A lot of people talking about that. GBTC is going to need to convert into an ETF or else they're going to have fun staying poor. No, I did not. I paid cash for the car. Thank you very much. But you still have to go talk, you have to go in the room and do the signatures and stuff. Yeah. Because you guys know my saga with Tesla, right? I ordered a Tesla in January. They said, your Tesla is coming in March. I was like, that's awesome. Only 8 weeks. Then in March, they said, your Tesla's coming in April. Then 2 weeks later, they removed the date completely from the site. And we called and they were like, we don't know when your car is coming, man. And Emmy was like, is that like a month or is that like 6 months? They were like, yeah, a month, 6 months, maybe a year, like 18 months. I don't know. And we were like, how like people, you buy a car, you kind of need the car, right? Like you might need the car. And then the report just came out that they didn't deliver a single Model X or Model S in the first quarter. Not one. They changed the interior. They made an announcement they were changing the interior and sent all these pretty pictures of the cool car you're going to get. But apparently they never updated their factories to actually make that car. So whatever. So we bought a G-Wagon, the dead opposite of a Tesla in gas efficiency. And hopefully when we get the Tesla, they will weigh each other out. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. I had some other charge. Did that really happen? Yeah, the future of finance, man. Future of finance. TRX. I think that if the weekly closes above this line, this thing is going to moon super hard. I think so. This whole area will be a lot of resistance. But I think that if this breaks out, like, see, this is barely a breakout. So I want to see like really a close above here, above this line. But I think that TRX could fly. I know you guys don't want to hear it. I think it's true. I think that's true. I have a couple other charts that we had been looking at that I wanted to dunk on people with who talk smack in my comments. I was screaming about BNB here and made an entire video last week about BNB going to $600 when it was down here. All right, here's the first target, 512. If that's your flagpole, if this is your flagpole, $600. I think right now, exchange tokens, BNB, FTT, etc., 1 inch, even platform Solana. I mean, this is the Solana entry right here. This still looks amazing. If you're trading Solana, I would definitely look for a retest of this area if you can get it. If you're trading BNB, I would look for a retest. Probably won't, but of this area, if you can get it on the USD pair. If you're trading it on this pair, I would look for a retest of this area if you can get it. 1 inch. By the way, our 1-inch trade was right here on support at the 50 MA. Not long ago, like a week. Here we are. Here-ish. That's where I would be looking for 1-inch. And FTT, this was a trade in the free newsletter yesterday. Break, retest. I said, maybe buy a retest of the ascending channel. Cool. Bang, bang. That's not a huge move though. But these are the tokens. I mean, right now, I think like they're very obvious tokens that should continue up. They have real utility. You know, trading is exploding in this space. So they should all continue going up. Coming back to the comments for a moment. Will we see a dip? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not of the opinion that the Coinbase launch, like everybody knows it's been happening. It's not like new news. So I don't know that it will actually affect the price of Bitcoin, to be quite honest. You have to tell me exactly what deflationary cryptos you mean. Bitcoin's deflationary. I don't think we're getting trolled by that. I have no idea why. I don't know if we'll see a dip. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't followed Huobi token, but if you know, listen, the BNB has a lot more utility than just being an exchange token because of PancakeSwap. Like PancakeSwap is doing bigger volume apparently than Uniswap, and you need BNB, right? You need BNB to pay your gas fees. So there's a really reason there. Yes, I think Coinbase is priced in. Also, really important to note, guys, everyone is talking about the Coinbase IPO, and there is no Coinbase IPO. It's a direct listing. An IPO, you create shares to raise money. A direct listing, the present shareholders sell their shares to people who want to buy them. Similar, but different and important to note. So anyone who's telling you about the IPO, that's not a thing. I haven't checked out Inner Circle Trader in forever, but some of the ideas are very cool. I don't know. TRX USD, I didn't look at that, did I? I'll look at that. That's fine. I mean, looks amazing. This looks great. Looks like a big old bull pennant. Something like this. Yeah, I mean, it's consolidating bullishly after a move up. I would just check RSI to see if there's any notice. And it didn't even have a bear div doing it, right? That's the high on RSI is the high in price. That's impressive. Looks good. I would watch that Bitcoin pair and try to see if you can, you know, figure anything out from that. Let's just keep the Bitcoin chart open here. So while we're talking, we can whatever. Sorry, guys. I'm just going through the comments and it's a lot. All of my Pokemon are trash. I have not gotten one single Pokemon worth anything, but they're fun to open. This guy's awesome. What's up, Sean? Part of the wolf pack, if that was a thing. It's not a thing, but that was very kind words. Someone keeps asking me for Adam, and since you know now that Adam community, not Adam the coin, but the community is sponsoring some of my podcasts and stuff, I will happily look at this coin. Looks good. It's just, I mean, this breakout still counts, right? So I would say these are retests. Hard to know exactly where to buy it here, but I think that this should continue up to these targets after breaking this. I do. Let's look at it on the USDT pair. I mean, this is just a matter of time. We just saw this on ETH, BNB, Litecoin. Just wait till it breaks this if you're trading it on the USDT pair. And, you know, depending where it breaks, your target will be based on this length. So if it breaks up here, you do the target here. If it breaks down there. But, you know, should be going somewhere in the area of $40, assuming altcoins continue to do well. There are like 9,000 comments, and I happen to, you know, you guys realize when I'm looking at charts, I can't read your comments at the same time, right? But you know what? I'm going to do AGI for you. And the problem is now that I've done this for a couple of you, there's going to be no more constructive comments for me to discuss things about. You guys are just going to ask for coins. AGI looks great. Huge rounding bottom going up. And we were talking about it here just last week. So Yeah, AGI looks fine. You want it to hold here. If you ever come back here and talk about me ignoring you, we're going to have problems because I didn't ignore you. I acknowledge you. VET is flying. You don't need me to tell you that. It's doing great. It's doing great. Yeah, I mean, $600 BNB target seems conservative to me, frankly. Like if this market does what we think we're going to do, BNB is one of the biggest companies in the market, should continue to go up. $1,000? Why not? Why not? I don't see why. Let's see what we got here. How do you speculate the next range when approaching a new all-time high breakout? Yeah, are you saying how do you know what a target is when you go into price discovery? It's a really hard question. A lot of people use fib extensions. A lot of people use Elliott waves, but you don't know. You just know that when you break an all-time high convincingly, you see what you saw with Bitcoin or Ethereum. You continue up and you generally do it fast. Price discovery after a break of an all-time high is a great trade. But yes, it's very hard to discern it's very hard to discern a target. So I don't really know. Bitcoin Cash target, 0. Shouldn't exist. No offense to you who may love Bitcoin Cash, but I don't look at it. I would love to look at the VET chart actually, because I know it's mooning and I know that I've talked about it a lot here and I just want to see how right I was because it makes me feel good. Yeah, I mean, these were the entries we talked about, these lines as flips of support. So now if you've missed it, set bids around 197. So like maybe from like 201 to 189, scatter your bid, boop, 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 catch what you can, head back up. Might not get any, by the way. You have to accept when you buy support that you're going to miss a lot of trades. But if you do catch it, it's the safest entry. It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I do have Matic open up here. I saw someone just mention, oh my God, you guys, if you say something 4 times in a row, you're going to get muted. What was the bar you used on the Atom USD breakout? I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Matic, someone said, and I already had that open. Yeah, this is the one of like 2 trades I posted in the newsletter today, but I think the statute of limitations is open 5 hours later. Matic looks ridiculously good. And I said, listen, you've got this breakout. This is clear, right at horizontal support, but you have a death cross here, which I don't care about, but I do want to see it closing above the 50 and 200 just to sort of invalidate that. And I think it's going up to 733. Matic looks amazing. There's the other one I shared today, which is not a trade yet, but if this breaks out, AVAX, yet again, huge bull flag consolidation heading up. So many potentially amazing trades right now. Throw your darts. Do you ever talk much about staking or utilizing yield for some of these projects that we talk about holding for longer periods? Here's the thing. I think that the key to everything for the future of crypto, DeFi in particular, is yield, right? One of the huge differences between 2017 and now is that in 2017, when you like sold Bitcoin or something, it was painful. You had to go to cash. Now you can go to USDC and make like 9 or 10% on your money. Like on Voyager with the boost, I'm getting 10% compounding monthly on my USDC. That's incredible. But when you stake a coin, you need to have a lot of confidence in that coin because who cares if you're getting like 20% APR if the coin goes down 80%. Right? So there's a lot of risk. I'm not saying don't do it. If you're going to hold a coin, you absolutely might as well be staking it and earning yield on it. But like, you got to be confident in that coin because earning yield on something that drops in price is pointless. Yeah, stake exchange coins, good idea. But like, yeah, so, you know, I hold a lot of things. If I'm going to have it in my hold bag and there's somewhere I can earn interest on it, I absolutely stake it. Absolutely. Better to be an investor or try learning how to trade. Oh, my friend, trading is for suckers. We love it. We're suckers, but invest. If you're going to trade, do it with like 5 to 15% of your overall capital once you're actually good at it. But investors beat traders 95% of the time. It's not even close. Not even close. Yes, and you have to have a lot of confidence in where you're staking it because if they lose your money, if they're trading your cash, you know what I mean? Like whatever, could be trouble. Could be trouble. We looked at Luna recently, like just 2 days ago. I don't remember where it was at, but I didn't have a target because I don't think it looked great at that moment. It's dropping, but it's kind of consolidating. I don't know. There's no target because if it actually breaks out, it should go above the all-time high, and then who knows where it goes from there. Who knows? Oh, great. That's got a thingy with the thingy. We don't want to keep that up there. But Bitcoin looks fine, right? Am I like tripping here? Bitcoin looks fine. Like why are we worried about Bitcoin? I tweeted this the other day. Like it literally came down here to like 57 or something like yesterday, like the other day. And people were like, I guess 56s. And like people were bearish, like $56,000 Bitcoin. It's over. $56,000. The high is only 62. How can you be bearish on Bitcoin when it was $4,000 a year ago and now it's $58,348? And it's not stopping, by the way. Not stopping anytime soon. Didn't I look at Solana? Yeah, it's right there. It's in price discovery for a brand new all-time high. I literally just looked at it and still didn't remember that I literally just looked at it because that's how my brain works. Trading is absolutely not a sport, and game is even probably a stretch. Trading is probably more like, do you guys watch Billions? You guys watch that? What's his face? Pig Vomit, the district attorney, Chuck Rhodes. You know how he likes to go to the dominatrix and get beaten and have her like put pins in his private parts and stuff. That's trading. If you consider that a game or a sport, have at it. But it's basically just sadomasochism. Yes, I said this the other day. Sometimes I wonder how crypto traders tie shoelaces or hold glasses. I believe I said shaky, weak Play-Doh hands. Got to have strong hands here. Is there any coins you can give 1,000x returns from here? Yes, there are a lot of them, but I have no idea what any of them are. What about waves? Didn't waves go up bigly, hugely today? Yeah, waves looks great. Cool. I don't know. This is old. Some old stuff. I don't even care about that line. I don't even care about that line. Let's give waves a little refresher. There. If it closes above, set your bids around here. Otherwise, I don't know. They're here. If you want to find some targets that seem important to you, do this. Extend your lines right. Well, almost right to the 61.8. This will probably retrace them. I don't know. If that doesn't satisfy you and you're looking to see what this retracement meant, then pull these fibs. And see, 78.6, that was a great retracement there of that whole move. Finding rejection at the 38.2. And this is right at the 50. So come back, 50% retracement, head back up. Waves looks good. Everything looks kind of good. Nothing really looks bad. But like the thing is, when you're new here, you're like ADA and you see that it's already pumped huge. You're like, I got to get into ADA, but like probably that money is going to now flow somewhere else. Like why go into the one whose move you just missed when you can try to find the one that looks like it did like a week before, you know? Is YFI still a thing? Is that like back? People stopped talking about this for so long. Well, let's see. That's nice. It's rounding out there nicely. See? Bad lines. That's kind of cool, but I wouldn't really honestly say that's what happened. Delete these. Just be funny and look at it on the weekly. Simplify this. Yeah, I mean, that was irrational. when this was like 4 Bitcoin or something for 1 Wi-Fi. But yeah, if I looked at it like this, I would maybe say just that. I mean, I would maybe say that actually, but that's whatever. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. These are the areas I'd be watching, and here. Maybe right there. Yeah. You could definitely draw a line there, but keep it. Yeah, Wi-Fi looks good. It's kind of ready to go. Dippin' Dots? I already did link. I'll do dot. Everyone loves a good dot. Do you guys know Dippin' Dots? Is that only an American thing, by the way? Like ice cream that's actually tiny little balls. I don't know. I don't really get dot here. I thought it would hold the top of this range and it didn't. So, and this kind of looks bear flaggy, honestly. So dot kind of looks weird here. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, dot you can't buy until it's above this. That's a square rejection. I would wait till dot goes up here, buy it up there. Dippin' Dots. Do you guys have Dippin' Dots in other places? I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. JT does not approve of your guys chatting. I agree. Mostly just spamming it. I have no idea, dude. I don't know. BitTorrent, haven't those all just completely mooned? I don't know, man. I don't use, okay, this is interesting. The top, I wrote about this in the newsletter today. Hi, Scott, to use a market cap threshold as selection criteria prior to trading a coin. I don't, but I like to see volume. So like if I'm scanning for things, like if it has no volume, I don't look at it because there's no way I'm going to get my money in and out without moving the market. And also like, yeah, like how am I going to exit if there's no volume? But the top 100 coins on CoinGecko as of yesterday are all over $1 billion market cap. Yo. Feel bad? That feels a little bubbly, but hey, man, take the money while you can. 100 coins with $1 billion market cap. Who'd have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Why people ape in post pump? Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with buying those coins, but like if you're trying to get the most reward versus risk, something that hasn't pumped has a better reward. Because it shouldn't drop that much more if the market is good and has exponentially more upside. Canada has Dippin' Dots. This is the content I'm here for. That's what I want to know about. I do not farm on PancakeSwap. I can't speak to that at all. I don't have time for that kind of thing. But people do it and make tons of money. It's just like I'm like in my 40s, dude. I don't yield farm. I used to have like a checking account. My first stocks, like you got a certificate that was like whatever. With your logic of staying away from things that have already mooned, is that why blue chip DeFi isn't moving consistently? Listen, if it has a larger market cap and it's already moved, it's just harder to move. There's more bag holders. It's, so the bigger coins are going to move slower. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you have like a balanced portfolio. FedEx dudes out there. You can see his feet. Even if you have a balanced portfolio in legacy markets, I tell you like have a certain allocation to large caps, certain allocation to mid caps, certain allocation to low caps. I mean, that's just portfolio balance. The big ones don't have the same upside, but they're much more secure and safe. But yes, generally everything you can trade on Coinbase is not going to be like the brand new DeFi coin that launched today that does 100x on like the public sale, I've used everything over time, indicators and TradingView, but now I generally just do RSI looking for divergences. And I look, guys, you can see my charts are so simple. I just draw lines, man. It doesn't matter. I don't know the future. You don't know the future. So I just keep it really, really simple. Techniques 1200s don't require repair. But yes, I do know how to repair them. I have 6 of them. 2 of them are out here, over there. Some more in the closet. Yeah. I'm Anchor, Logic, or what? Ableton, Logic, or Chili's. See what you did there, Kid Bowery. I use Ableton, and I have no thoughts on Chili's. I started crypto trading. I already liked trading, and then I was stopping DJing, and a friend of mine was like, dude, they're making so much money in the Bitcoins. And I went over and I got really lucky at the beginning and bought some Bitcoin at like $1,800. And it was like $5,000. And I bought some Ethereum and Ripple, and that went to like 20x the next week. Basically, I took $3,000 in sometime late 2016, early 2017. I wasn't rich. I was like, I'll throw $3,000 at this. And it was like $20,000 a week later. And I took out 10 grand and turned 10 grand into a fucking ton of money, only because I was there at the right time, not because I was so tremendously skilled. Obviously saw a tremendous drawdown in 2018. That's when, like many people, I became very passionate about it, right? At first, I was here for the money. Then I actually learned what it was when there was a bear market and took time to study, and it became much more important. And then you become passionate about it. And then I started to actually care and, continued on from there. And here we are. But yeah, I got very lucky. I started at the right time. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up charts. Oh, that's how Bitcoiners roll. Morpheus, Neo. I don't know. I'm trying to find the right time. Show me the way. The way is don't try to find the right time. Dollar cost average. Dollar cost average. Hey guys, I have a meeting in 7 minutes and I kind of got to go. This has been real fun. You guys are awesome. Really like you. Check out the chat. There's all kinds of stuff down there. My newsletter, Femex, my mentor, Chris, his Discord group, which I just hang out in like a fanboy. Do all that stuff. Check out all that stuff. Hopefully some of this found you something to look at for the weekend. If not, hopefully you now agree that golf is not a sport. Regardless, have an amazing weekend.